have more knowledge so that you can become that extraordinary leader for them. So sponsor up and don't live in someone else's potential. Oh my gosh, this was a theme all weekend too. Sometimes we think that people are going to be fantastic at this business and we see it in them and they can't see it for themselves. So let them go. Go on to the next. You will know by the time you pick up your gold bag and you do the follow up and you ask them on a scale of 1 to 10 where they're at. And if it's anywhere between a 1 and a 7, maybe a 1 and a 5, I would say have them call you when they're interested. If it's between a 6 and a 10, then find out what it is that you can do to get them to a 10. And if it takes more than a few touches, guys, I would say move on, really, from what I was hearing. With your team, this is what it looks like to lead your team. Tell them where you are. Tell them to pick the dates and that you'll show up. If they don't pick the dates, you don't show up. You can't be building someone else's business for them. You want people who don't even question the system. They don't even question doing 4 launches. They don't question picking the dates. They don't question inviting people to their launches. And then you show up, you do the best business launch that you can do for them. You teach them in those 4 launches, and then you let them go. It's really, really important that we don't get caught up in this training and developing other people's businesses. I mean, you're just not learning to leverage your business, and that is just not at all what network marketing is, right? We want to work 5 to 10 hours a week for the rest of our lives. We don't want to work 25 hours a week. So think about that. Think about how much time are you spending with these people, and are the people that you're sponsoring, are they fantastic people? Are they up to the same kind of things that you are? Yeah, she says, stay with people until they're confident and competent. Teach someone how to promote a district manager. So really, stay with them, like stay linked armed with them until they're an executive district manager. That doesn't mean do their business for them, but stay, linked with them and in communication with them, and making sure that they have all the tools that they need to know. And then if you hear from them any more than at the region meeting, maybe we didn't teach them the best that we could, or maybe you just need to let them go and you're getting caught up in keeping them hanging around. Time management and organization. She says, get rid of the idea that your life is going to be balanced. Guys, we all live crazy, busy lives. We all have things going on, whether it's family, whether it's children, whether it's vacations, whether it's a corporate career on the side of this gig. We're all busy. No one is more busy than the other. And I would never say that anybody's busyness is more important than anyone else's. Figure it out. Figure out how to balance your life so that it works. And it's not going to look easy. It's not going to look comfortable. This business is not about being comfortable. This business isn't about being able to be at your kids' every game or your kids' every school play in the beginning of building this business. It's going to take something. It's going to take tears and heartbreak when you leave your kids on a Monday night and a Tuesday night and a Wednesday night to go out and build your business, and they're crying and they say, I hate Arbonne, or you're always on the phone, or you're always doing this and you're not paying attention to me. I heard it from all of them this weekend. I heard it from Camilla. I heard it from Tabitha. I heard it from Lital. All of them. Guess what? Their kids don't remember now. They don't remember. What they do remember is they get to go to Maui every year. And their mom gets to come to every event that they have. And their mom gets to, drive them to school functions and participate in things that other moms don't get to do. So really think about that, guys. If you want a multi-million-dollar business, you are going to have to shake it up. It can't look the way that it's been going for any of you, because the results you're getting are a result of what you're putting in, or lack of what you're not putting in. So that should be a big one for you guys. You should really be thinking about, how out of balance you're prepared to be. And that should align itself with where you want to go in this business. Just a few other things before I wrap up. There's so much, and I will totally put together more trainings on this weekend. But Linda Blum Huntington, you guys probably know her. She's quite high up in our line, and her son is a new regional vice president, Luke. He's the Gen Y, Luke Huntington. She says, be an MVP at the area manager level. And none of you guys are at the area manager level yet. And I want each and every one of you at that conference next year. Oh my God. I mean, GTC and CNTC are incredible corporate events, but this isn't a corporate event. This is an event put on by our incredible leaders in this upline that come to this with so much heart and so much vulnerability and so much excellence that you can't even, it was $300 to go. And if you are an area manager next year, guess what? I pay for you to go for the whole thing. It was millions of dollars worth of information, wrapped up in this weekend. So be an MVP at your level, be an MVP at the district manager level or at the consultant level, wherever you are in your business. That's what you want to do. And I would check in with yourself. Are you being an MVP? I can tell you when I heard that statement, I was like, nope, not acting like an MVP yet. I'm acting like an RVP for sure, and have been for quite some time. Was an RVP when I was an area manager, but not acting like an MVP. So it's time now, and that's what you're going to get from me. And Sheila Green, in her closing speech, talked about, that as a leader, sometimes you got to be someone and say things that people aren't going to love. And I, am a firm believer in delivering with as much compassion as possible. But this is a turning point for me in my leadership for you guys. I am going to be everything that I know to be as an MVP leader for you, and then some. And I'm going to be really straight with you at every crossroads going forward now. If you're going to take my coaching, if you're going to join arms with me and go to the top with me, I'm going to be the leader that you need me to be. And that is going to be to tell you exactly that you're not doing enough, or that you're not organized enough, or you're not sacrificing enough, or you're reinventing the wheel, and you're, prospecting in ways that we don't teach and duplicate here at Arbonne. And that's because you deserve to be at the top of this company. And for me to stand back and not provide you with that information and not share with you what it is that, you can have and take into the palm of your hands and put out there in the same way that we're all putting it out there to get what you want, I'm not leading from the front in that way. So I'm getting a lot of glare here. Okay. Hopefully that's not too bad. So be an MVP. Be an MVP starting today. Focus. Yeah, focus, purpose, discipline. She said it's like a racehorse going to win the race. They put the blinders on. They do not look what's beside them. They do not look what's down. They do not look what's up. They put the blinders on. They focus straight ahead, and they run. That's what you need to do starting today, and not stopping until you get to the top of this company. Put your blinders on, focus, get connected with where you want to go and how badly you want to get there, and go. And I'm here for you to support you in doing that, okay? So finally, I'm just going to wrap up with a little bit about what Dana said. Dana was freaking phenomenal. Oh my God, this woman, I don't know who she is and where she was before, but she has grown into this most incredible version of herself. She was, I would say, the best speaker there. Her training was on leadership. It was, it was funny. It was raw. It was vulnerable. Her heart was on the table. And she was incredible. I am so blessed. You guys, we are so lucky to be on this woman's team. That's why I want you, forget about building our own thing right now. Let's not reinvent the wheel. Get down to King Street. Be in her presence. She knows how to do it. She knows how to get there. I'm following her. That's why I'm saying I'm not going to be out in the West End after next week or up north at the other team. I want to be in her presence. I don't know if that sounds selfish. I hope it doesn't. I hope you get where I'm coming from. But I'm going to be around the people that know how to get me there. So Dana, she did leadership, and it was brilliant. She played that YouTube video, that young president or the president kid. I had never actually watched it. I'd seen it on Facebook a ton, Oh my God, I bawled my eyes out. The world needs us, you guys. This isn't a joke anymore. I mean, we have the most incredible gift to give people. How dare we not open up our mouths, especially to the people that we know? You know, your warm market, like, stop that cold prospecting stuff. It's actually not even recommended in Arbonne. All of the training this weekend was about building relationship, listening for what people are looking for. It's not about walking into a store in the mall and, just vomiting Arbonne on them or a great business opportunity. There has to be a background. There has to be trust built. There has to be credibility. Otherwise, we're just, we're just actually being like a lot of those other network marketing companies out there, and they don't have a good name. And that's not what Arbonne does. And that's not what these leaders are recommending that we do. So if you need help with that, we can have one-on-one calls about how to build relationships with your warm market or your warm markets market. And referrals, I think, are the biggest opportunity that my business for sure has not taken advantage of at all. But that's another training. So we'll talk about that after. Dana says leadership is not a title, it is an attitude. So I would check in with your attitude. Check in with your attitude about this business. Check in with your attitude about where you're at with the business. Check in with your attitude about your journey. Have you been putting yourself down for where you are? Have you been making it difficult on yourself for, the things that you haven't achieved yet in this business? You got to shift that mindset and acknowledge that you're still in this business. So many people quit, you guys, and you have not. You've stuck through it, and you're going to continue to stick through it, and you're not going to give up because you deserve it. Leaders lead from the front, and you have to earn it. So if you want to be an RVP, you got to earn RVP. If you want to be an MVP, you got to earn MVP. If you want to go on the trips as an MVP that the MVPs get to, guess what? You got to earn it. If you want the Tiffany's, you got to earn it. So, a lot of times we think we are deserving of a title and we haven't got it yet, and we've got an attitude about that. Don't let that happen to you. Appreciate where you are in this business. There are over 240,000 consultants in this business. There are 1,400 RVPs and under 500 MVPs. It is the cream of the crop that get to the top. Be that person. Be that person for yourself, for your family, and for the world. Show up every single time. Guys, who's going to come to your car party? Do you know all of the people down at these DAs? Are you meeting sideline people? Are you out in the community of Arbonne that will learn from you and gain respect for you and be a friend of yours without you even knowing? That's what growing in this business looks like. It looks like meeting people. It looks like learning from other people. Get out of the cocoon. Just because you live an hour or an hour and a half or 2 hours away from the hub of our business, you're doing yourself a disservice. You're not leading your team from the front either. You're not showing up. If you are not there every week, how can you expect your team to be there? Right? I'm speaking to myself too in this conversation. It's why I've made some significant shifts in this business, in my mind, in my heart, and in my physical actual appearance and showing up for this business. So I'm going to leave it at that. I've been 28 minutes. I hope that it's a great introduction to your evening tonight. I want to hear from you. I want to hear what your thoughts are. I want to hear if you are linking arms and you love, this energy and this new approach and this momentum and this zest that I have. I'm gonna hold on to it, and I'm gonna, metamorphosis it so that you can have every ounce of it that I'm feeling if you want it. And if you don't, totally cool. I don't know that there's much that I can do to help you if you don't see it the same way I do. But if you do, I'm so excited, and I cannot wait to see the next promotion levels for you guys. Area manager is just around the corner. It can be done in 60 days. Stop thinking about it needing to be done in 6 months or a year from now. It can be done in 60 days. It's 10,000 QV. That's it. That's all. Okay. So I can't wait to hear from you. Have a wonderful evening tonight. I love you all. I'm sorry I can't be there. I will be there next week. And then we'll see everybody at King Street. Okay. Love you. Bye.